has done his best, but at every given time you need an improved person. At every given time we are going for leadership, we should go for somebody who is better than the first one.
Right.
When the next one comes, should be better than this one. But in Nigeria, if we start getting leadership that has less capacity than the previous one, then we'll continue to have problem. That's why I'm saying, and if you see the present leader, his background is military. We have not yet gotten to a fully civilian person who, yes, will know that powers need to be shared. Military are used to dictatorships. Forget whether he is former or present. But a purely civilian people who started from civilian background and have tested leadership at a local government or state level will try to do what he knew he did at that level at the national level. But we have military person who are used to command system. They believe that that command system will work even at the national level. No matter how well they go by our constitution, you will see that they still have that elements of command. So I believe he has done his best considering the situation he found himself. But I also believe that somebody else can do better than what he did. Somebody can do much better, and we should be able to target that. The primaries, to me, at least the one I belong to is the APC. I believe there was fairness in these primaries. And if you know, sometimes ago, your group came here and tried to get from me what I think about the candidates on ground. And I personally told them that I want to assess the candidates who are coming from the southern part of the country. I don't want to assess those from the north because I believe that the north has had their time. You should go to the south. I even assessed them on the two parties. And in my own party, the APC, I said, left to me, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is my preferred person, based on his pedigree. That I even gave a second preference, which was the Osinbajo. But that one has not happened. At least the first prediction has worked. It was not a prophecy, but it has worked. That's what I said. I also gave it to the PDP people. My heart is hardly helpless. Find myself so desperate. All this issue is what we tried to fight at the National Assembly. It never got to pass. The president didn't listen to us. As long as we continue to go through this delegate system, it is the governors that will dictate who comes and who goes, not the masses. So we tried, that's why we insisted on card carrying members. I believe all the period I was in the local government, I know it cannot happen. There's no way you bring card carrying members or the electors to vote and they sure I will lose. But when you become a delegate thing, control from somewhere, we do not have control over those delegates. So those who control the delegates control who they want to be here. But despite that, I have no bad feeling about that. Well, I wouldn't say that this is the end of my aspiration to be in the National Assembly. But I believe, I've said, with Bago, we will do our best to get him there during the general election. When he gets there, I believe we'll also be by the sides to assist him. I must not necessarily be in the cabinet. We know ourselves very well, and now that he has become a governor, he will become a governor by the grace of God with our own support. I know definitely we'll be guiding him until when he gets to the time. If it demands that I will come here again and I'm alive, I may come again. If he says, no, I think you are better here to assist me, then I will remain where I am. But I know in Barwa's regime, I will not be an outsider. I might not necessarily be in the cabinet,
right,
but I won't be an outsider. Not at all. It has never crossed my mind.
okay.
Let me tell you, all the parties, if you say I should say my mind, they are not fully democratized. From APC to down, even the little ones. It will take time for us to achieve what America achieved. But even in America, you see some elements of autocracy. If you remember the period of Trump was sometimes governing as a military person. But I believe that if America didn't have strong institutions the way they have, if it were in Africa, in Nigeria, or any of the African countries, Trump wouldn't have gone.
Right.
But because of the strong institutions they have, with all what Trump did, he was pushed out with no fight. If that happens in Nigeria, maybe it will result into civil war, before you know. But we believe we cannot achieve what America achieved in a day. They didn't achieve their own in a day. So I believe we too, we are just coming from a military background. Up to now, we are still operating a military constitution. I believe so. The military gave us this constitution, even though it is made as if we did it. So you cannot expect us to be fully democratized overnight. In fact, before we become fully democratized, until we achieve a time that we have a new constitution, fully developed by we the Nigerian civilians development, not a military given constitution.